Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tayeb Belhocine, and I'm the co-founder and COO of Apleum. And today I would like to introduce you to Apleum, a startup specializing in making carbon neutral fuel. We would like to help the aviation and shipping sector to decarbonize and therefore meet the net zero target by 2050. Therefore, we are on a mission to refuel the world and fight climate change. The current situation for both shipping and aviation sector is that they both need fuel, and they need a lot of it. They have no other options, such as electrification or use of alternative fuels, such as hydrogen. And why is that? This is mainly due to the energy density of the fuel. For example, 1 kilogram of lithium-ion battery contains only 1 megajoule, while 1 kilogram of jet fuel contains 45 megajoule, making it an ideal fuel for long-distance transportation. How big is the problem? Well, in 2022 alone, the shipping and aviation sectors consumed about 8 billion liters of fossil fuel, and this is equivalent of 1.4 gigaton of CO2 emission, or twice Germany's emission in 2022. This is a big, big problem, and therefore we need to do something about it, and we need to do it now. What are the current alternatives to fossil fuel? Most of them are all crop-based fuel, and therefore they do have their drawbacks, such as land use, which can lead to deforestation. They pose threats to biodiversity. There's a limited feedstock as well. And this, for example, if we want the civil aviation, if we want to meet the civil aviation biofuel demand, that will require a land 10 times the size of Germany. And obviously, this is not sustainable and feasible at all. What are the new alternatives to fossil fuel? And this is where Apleum will play a role, is to use CO2-based electrofuel, or also known as e-fuel. And those fuels are made from CO2 carbon dioxide emissions. They use only renewable energy to power the process, and therefore they have no threat to land. And, how does it work? Well, this is a high picture of our process. For example, carbon dioxide, which is emitted from fuel combustions or from anaerobic digester, and we will start using CO2 from anaerobic digester. This carbon dioxide will be sent to our electrolyzer. This is Apleum patented technology, where the carbon dioxide will be reduced to carbon monoxide. And the carbon monoxide is a key feedstock for fuel synthesis. The whole process will be powered by renewable energy, making our fuel carbon neutral. And that's once we have the carbon monoxide, we can use hydrogen, which is produced from water electrolysis, which is green hydrogen. We combine them together, send them to Fischer-Tropsch units, and then we'll produce liquid fuel. How a facility will look like, as you can see, this is a very small modular facility, unlike big petchem facilities. We can build it easily wherever the CO2 feedstock is available. The team, myself, I have a PhD in organic chemistry, and I spent the last 15 years working for a large corporation. And I was mainly involved in technology development and product development, specializing lately on advanced fuel economy technology for top-tier customers such as Porsche and BMW. I do have two extra fantastic co-founders, Alma, who unfortunately is not here today. She developed the technology at University of California in San Diego. She worked in similar technology for NASA, Stanford University, Caltech, and we do have our co-founder Kris Anderson, who is here. He has a PhD in chemical engineering. He has 20 years experience working with large corporations, with academia, and with startups, and he specializes in technology scale. In terms, if we look at the aviation fuel market forecast to 2030, for example, we can see that it's going to increase at a very fast rate, increasing from $250 billion in 2022 to almost 700 billion by 2030. Similar trend is to be expected for the shipping industry, and therefore doubling our potential market share. Development timeline, the technology started in 2018, where it was a patent application was filed. 2022, we joined Carbon 13, we received pre-seed, and we are really grateful for that. And we would like to raise by 2024 $1 million to build our first pilot unit, allowing us to produce fuel for testing and do some market saving as well. And by 2026, we would like to have a demo unit, which will allow us to produce about 800 liters per day. In terms of traction, we have been approached by several companies, large oil and gas corporation, energy provider, waste manager, and we also believe that there is a lot of traction due to the governmental new legislation being put in place. For example, in the UK, sustainable aviation fuel mandate will be introduced by 10% sustainable aviation fuel will be introduced by 2030. And thank you very much for listening.